Good morning from Kyiv, Ukraine. I'm in a big rush this morning. I've had to rush my breakfast, I've had to pack my bag and just get out of the hotel because it's, 10 o'clock, it's past 10 now, so we need to get cracking. If you've not seen the last few videos from Ukraine that I've done, then go and have a look for some context before you watch this one, because they have been quite interesting. But now we are leaving the country, not today, but we're starting the journey towards Poland. First we're going to Lviv, so let's go. Right, stopped off, got myself some drinks, and I actually can now see the bus that I should be getting on pulling in, so I'm relaxed a bit now. I can't fully relax because I won't let myself do that, because that's when you switch off and that's when you miss buses, like 2 days ago if you watch that video. Absolute madness. This is actually a different station to the one that I arrived to Kyiv in. I wish I'd arrived at this one in fairness, because it wasn't as far to get to, but there's another station I nearly booked and that was like 3 hours outside of the centre, so that would have been, well, I just wouldn't be able to get there, would I? So the buses I think leave from down here, this little bit. Can't imagine I've got to go all the way up there. So let me check my maps, because I've got the exact coordinates of where it is. So we should be good. For now, we should be good. So it's arriving in Budapest, this bus, so if it says Budapest on the front, we're all good. Привет. Moment, one sec. Yeah. Thank you. Cheers. Moment. Dobry? Dziękuję. Right, I'm not gonna lie, the driver did seem a little bit wary of me for some reason. I had the same thing when I was leaving Lviv last year, so I'm gonna have to see what happens. I mean, I'm only arriving in Lviv, so there's nothing but a border crossing. Last year, I'm pretty sure the driver told the guy at the border to search me. Don't know why, but we're clearly suspicious. So. Anyway, this is where we are, if you can see. So we've made quite a bit of a dent into the journey. I'm just going to sit here, edit, get some stuff done. And then tonight we will be in Lviv for a short time, but we'll find some stuff to do. So it's pushing late afternoon now, mid-afternoon, and we're in Rivne, just stopped off, which in fairness looks like quite a vibrant little town. Maybe should have added this to the list of places that we're going to go. I do want some food, and there's a market here. However, I don't know if anyone takes card, and I actually don't want the coach to set off without me as well. So, nah, I'm not going to have any luck here, I don't think. There's no way anyone here is taking card. Nah, no chance. Not happening. Let's head back down here. Maybe, I saw a bit of a food stall down here, we could get something quick. Could I get a... that one please. Second. Yeah. No, it's okay. No. Good. I've secured myself a Red Bull now, a sandwich. So I need to get that eaten. I was too hungry then. Like proper, you know, when you just ridiculously hungry. That was me. Madness. Still soaring through Ukraine. Gone through a little bit of a village behind there, but no, literally it's just been like this for miles and miles and miles pretty much. It's like the odd house and village and stuff like that next to the side of the road. Right, my friends, we are in Lviv. I was hoping it'd be the same bus station as last year, because then I could just know where I was and walk to where I needed to get to, but it isn't, unfortunately. So we're going to go and get a kebab and get some Wi-Fi. Got to make improvisations, haven't you? Right, kebab has been ordered. I've got myself a 0% Stella. I drink beer, 0% beer all the time because I love, obviously, the taste of beer. Well, that's it. I like the taste of beer, so that's why I drink zeros a lot of the time. Familiar taste because they all taste the same. Whether it's Stella Zero, Heineken Zero, Star Prime Zero, any of it, they all taste the same. So a lot of the time, obviously, as you can see, it's a lot more like a wrap than a kebab. That's a bit spicy as well, so hopefully they take that seriously, because if you know me, you know, like, it's ridiculous how much spice I can eat. You know when you've not eaten all day, and you've just craved something to eat, and then you're finally eating. It's just the biggest relief in the world, isn't it? That, and having a drink of water when you've not drunk all day. That's another one. Just mental. Not quite spicy enough, but never is for me. So I don't know if you can hear that, but a plane has just flown over my head. So it must be some kind of military, some kind of army thing. I thought it was a helicopter at first, and I thought, that's a big risk, that, because obviously the sky is closed. The airspace over Ukraine is now closed. So what that was, I don't have a clue. But anyway, I really do think I'm like something special, me. But then sometimes I think, I question myself. I booked a ticket to Lviv, to leave Lviv a few hours later, because I thought there's no way I'm doing an 18-hour journey. I thought I can get to Lviv, sit around, get some food, have a drink, and then get on the thing. Anyway, I've only gone and booked it at Lviv train station, when that, whatever that is, well, it's about an hour and a half. So here I am now, in the snow, walking along, doing an hour and 26 minutes. An hour and 26. And that's only to get into the centre. I've got to walk another 45 minutes. An hour and 26. But I'm not messing around with taxis and buses and all that. If I can see a bus stop and it looks like it's going towards it, I might get on it, but I ain't got any cash on me. It's just mental. I'm just a mental individual. People keep telling me this, and I don't really believe them. And then I start to think, It's getting pretty lively now. Kind of shopping centres and shopping bits and all sorts of stuff. Lviv is very, very lively city. I've remembered now how cool it is. But I've never actually seen this bit, which is all kind of lit up, and there's all places to eat and shop and stuff like that. So what you've got to remember, in like Kyiv and Odessa, there's a lot of people who speak Russian, and I'm sure there is a lot of people here who speak Russian, but the west side of Ukraine is a lot more Ukrainian speaking than Russian speaking, than the kind of east. There's a lot of places that if you get to Kharkiv and Donetsk, there's a lot of places, a lot of people speaking Russian. The west is very, very Ukrainian speaking compared to the east, which obviously a lot of people speak Ukrainian, but there's a lot of Russian speaking going on as well there, which there will be a little bit here. Okay, so at this point I'm now literally just walking through a forest. I didn't get the camera out back there, but I was walking along literally just through the woods like this, but no lights or anything. We're getting to some lights now. It was totally dark, and there's just a bloke stood there, just not moving, wasn't walking along. I looked at him, kind of looked back. He was just right there. There was a bit of a path, but he was like there. And I thought, what are you doing? But full on, like fully kitted out, hood up. I was thinking, what's going on here? But yeah, I don't know. Weird, just stood there. So I am in the first part of Lviv that I actually recognise. This roundabout. I remember sitting over here, just watching the world go by. It's probably, well, it will be in one of my. It will be in one of my, and it'll be in one of my vlogs from Lviv if you want to go and have a look at them, because I properly stayed here for 4 nights and explored the place. So it's good to be back, even though it was only, what, August, how many months ago was that? 5 months ago, something like that, but it feels like a long time since then. A lot's happened. So we are going to go to Cantona Bar, which is a City fan I probably shouldn't be attending, but it's where I watched City versus Chelsea, the first game of the season in the summer. So I'm going to go back, see if I recognise anyone, maybe the people that work there or something, I don't know. Here it is. I was literally here last summer. Hope it's open, I think it is. Yeah, Cantona Bar, which again, I'm not a United fan, and the furthest from it. City through and through. But probably be quite nostalgic to go, even though it was only, like I said, a few months ago. Be good. It's crazy to be back in Lviv watching a City game, the same bar that I watched the City game in August, the first game of the season. And here we are, back in Lviv. I know my way around now pretty much. So, yeah, I'm going to get some food and then we'll get into the train station. But we'll go and have a little bit of an explore first, just for old time's sake. So I am back here in the centre of Lviv. Last time I was here it was the height of summer, it was August, and it was decent. I really did enjoy it. And now we're going to head somewhere up here, I think. As you can see, it's still Christmas as well. There's Christmas stuff here, which I really like because I love Christmas, and to be able to experience it again, it's obviously a good thing. So we're going to head up towards Lviv train station and get on an overnight bus to Poland, Krakow, Poland, and then we're getting a flight from there to Denmark. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves, because in fairness, I'm not looking forward really to this bus journey, because last time I got stopped, well not stopped, but I got searched on my way out of Ukraine, so I can't bother with that in the middle of the night. But we'll see what happens. But for now, this has been Lviv, Ukraine, and now we are leaving. Sad times, but also good times, because now we're moving on to another country that I can add to my list, which is Denmark, on the pursuit of every country in the world. So one more thing is this place here, this fish restaurant. It's the first place I came just to get some Wi-Fi when I totally didn't have a clue where I was. First time in Ukraine, literally, and it turned out that my hostel that I stayed at was literally just down here, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, it just brings it all back. I mean, I keep saying that, and it was like 5 months ago. It really doesn't matter. But I used to walk through here all the time. The hostel I stayed at was down here, one of them buildings there. But I did book it for this night literally because I thought I'd be here earlier in the afternoon. And I thought I could just get my head down for a few hours in the afternoon, just pay for the night. But I messaged them and said, look, I'll pay for it. So I've messaged them today and said, look, I will pay for it. Just let me know, because obviously I didn't really have the time to get there. Like, there's no point getting an hour's sleep, is there? I want food, I want to showcase a little bit of Lviv. So approaching the train station, not to get a train but to get a bus. This literally, all this here and down there was my first impression of Ukraine. So if you want to go back and see that video, I was literally lost trying to find out how to get to where I was getting to. But look at this, I was predicted to get here at, I don't know, something past 10, and it's literally, well, it's 12 past now. But my point is, all these Google Maps walking distance times, I blitz them every time, honestly. I do it in like, honestly, I say I do it in half the speed sometimes. Obviously, I think it's built for the average person, and I'm like tallish. So let's get a drink from here. Right, I clearly got a bit too big for my boots saying that before, because I've gone the wrong way completely. Now I'm running back down here because I don't want to miss the bus. And just like that, we're in the streets of Krakow, Poland. It wasn't that eventful, actually, I'll be honest. That ride just went straight through passport like that. That was alright. A little bit of queuing. And then, yeah, I'm just knackered, really, to be honest, because I thought the coach went to Krakow airport, but it doesn't. It goes to the station that it's up there. So I booked an Uber, and it's literally on its way. So I'm stood here waiting. And I can't, honestly, I've done what I did the other night when I was travelling to Kyiv. I've just took sleep for granted again, and I'm stood here now in the freezing morning, just thinking, just knackered. So what I'm going to do is get to the airport. I'll try and get some sleep at the airport, and then we're off to Denmark. So it's just mental. It's just mental. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Very misty this morning in Krakow. Right, I get in. Plane doesn't leave for ages, but I've got to check in online. I need to get some sleep somehow. I don't know how I'm going to do that. But yeah. Oh well, it's working out. Right, we're about to get on to the next flight. Just a word of advice. If you're going to travel around, do it. Don't do it like I do it. Don't book flight somewhere in the morning when you know you're not going to have any sleep. I'm just knackered, honestly. Just be sensible about it, not like me, because I am going to spend the entire day now in Denmark knackered. But it is what it is. Hope you've enjoyed. See you soon.